Well, hello friends, you can hear the sound of Waylon Jennings. Here we are in lovely downtown Mesilla, the thriving metropolis thereof, at the corner of 28, and I guess this is still called University. It's funny, if you look at one direction it says University. I'll try to zoom on that a little bit. One says University, same road says Calle del Sur. Welcome to New Mexico. I was today, boy, it was so nice, so nice out there. I was gonna try that grounding thing. I've been watching a couple of YouTube vids in the last day or two about the benefits of healthy grounding, physical grounding. And I do remember kind of sort of stumbling across this idea. Oh, by the way, at the Spotted Dog, they got this monster beer here. I'm going to try another one. I tried one about a month ago, and it's like, that's a beer. So anyway, it's 10.7%. So they only serve it in a small glass, which is probably a good idea. But what I remembered was that real dark, rich, I wouldn't describe it as chocolate, but it's a dense beer. I really like it a lot. And then, of course, I got a water, too, because you drink that much of that stuff, you want some water, that's for sure. Anyway, went down to the Rio today. You know how hard it is to ground? Oh, it's real hard. What you do is you go out in your backyard, sit down on the grass, and take your shoes off. Put your feet flat on the ground, especially if the ground's a little bit moist. Do that for about 10 minutes. Maybe once or twice a day. You'll feel better. Really, I mean, it's amazing the benefits that come from this charge reduction or whatever happens here. I don't really know. I'm not an electrical guy at all. In my opinion, electricity is akin to voodoo. My little brother's an electrician. He's real good at it. And of course, his answer, it always sounds like this. Oh, that's easy. Well, it's only easy if you know what you're doing. I like my brother Pat. He's a good guy. Real smart, too. Fair amount of traffic out here today. So anyway, you go down, you dip your tootsies in the water. I didn't take this camera with me because I just thought I don't want to be distracted. I just wanted to relax. Oh, boy. The other day I was on the table with my friend, the acupuncturist, Dr. Sandra Jones at Abundant Life. And, boy, that lady is good with needles, let me tell you. So she was treating me for eye healing after the surgery thing. And then she was treating me for blood pressure. And, she was probably gone for 25 minutes, just, stick them in there and walk out. She played some kind of, good music, space music kind of stuff. Anyhow, I'm just sitting there kind of floating, just like, ugh. It's almost like a jacuzzi lets the water or something, I don't know. Well, anyway, this grounding was similar to that in some ways. Now, there's finally some folks coming out, a couple of attractive-looking girls maybe ought to go over and flirt. That should work real well. Anyway, there's a joke. And anyhow, I think you guys should just have time to enjoy stuff. I just feel like I'm living like a king here. This is just outrageous how easy I got it right now. I'm not hurting for cash. I'm not doing a darn thing unless I want to. I'm out enjoying myself, sitting down by the river and just kind of coasting and stuff. And then on the way home, stop and get some peanuts and beer and water. And it's just, sometimes I think this ought to be illegal. Here's the waitress, and I asked her if one time she wanted to be on YouTube, so I sort of promised her this morning I'd try it. We'll see if she wants to back out. I'll let her out. I don't like filming folks if they don't want to be filmed. I mean, that's fine. Okay, so she's going to bring me some peanuts, and I'll see if I can rope her into a little bit of a conversation. Some people, yes. Most people, no. I think most people would really rather avoid anything like that. Not me. I'd jump right in. If there's some guy sitting here making a vid and he said, "Hey, Gringo, come on over here. You want to be in a vid?" I'd say, "Sure, let's do it." But most people ain't like that. So sitting here, I'm just thinking to myself, self, what else did I need to do today? And I kind of came up with a couple of errands and stuff and this and that. And I just thought to myself, self, in terms of what's really interesting me these days, I watched this crazy video, and I'm going to do a big plug here for the Y-Files. Look it up. Oh, you're going to love this little talking fish guy, this hecklefish guy. He is clever. in a way, it's just brilliant writing. Whoever put that together, the guy is an excellent producer, and he does a good job telling stories. But anyway, the Y-Files had one about something called Kozyrev mirrors. You got to watch this thing. It is wild. But the thing that struck me as so odd about this as I began to immediately, all these little prickles came up and all on my spine and stuff, and I was thinking, wait a minute, I know this stuff, and what they're saying is largely correct. It involves torsion fields. And I thought, where did I learn about torsion fields? And it's like, it's a body knowledge. I don't know how to describe it, but it isn't your eye, it isn't your ear, it's your sense. So if you can imagine kind of having tentacles or something, you know, or looking like, instead of an octopus, maybe I got, you know, 1,000 tentacles or something, that'd be a little weird. But in other words, I can sense what's going on around me. I'm going to try to scope these girls out here for a second. I'm going to see if I can pick up what's happening at that table. So let's just see. Look at that girl. She is glorious. I'm going to zoom in just a little. Well, that's a little too much. There we go. Look at that girl. Yeah. They're not related. That's my opinion. They're friends of some kind. This is a lunch date that they've been planning for some time. The one on the right needs to talk about something, and she's trying to find the right moment. That's my guess. Okay, well anyway, that's what I mean. These torsion fields, I can sense. It's weird. Like as a reason, one of the reasons this is a great location for this restaurant, I can feel the torsion, so to speak. I don't know how to describe it. This intersection is not a problem intersection. There are problem intersections here. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Making my little bogus YouTube video. You want to be on video?
I'll say hi real quick.
Okay, let me just switch you. You just stand right here. Hey, this is a young lady from the Spotted Dog. Would you like to say a word about the saloon, or I mean the brewery?
Oh, you just put me on the spot.
Yeah, you just
Family owned. We've been here for 9 years. Everything's made in house. The food menu changes every Monday. That's about it.
Well, you know, I just wanted to say, as a customer, you got some really great. I love that burger. I had a green chili bomb the other day. Whew, now that's
Nice.
a burger.
Good. Our patties are made in house too.
Yeah, and your onion rings, they're to die for.
Good.
So anyway, you guys have a good day, and I just thought, well, the name of the video series is Short Talks in the Park with an Old Guy, but they're all monologues. I thought, I got to get somebody else in this.
Right. Well, there you go.
Well, thanks. You have a good day. So anyway, I finally succeeded, attractive young lady, in a lot of ways. But I come down here. I've been here, I don't know, probably half a dozen times in the last few months, and maybe the last 3 or 4 months. I can't recall when it started. But anyway, this product here, this brown beer here, when they brew a beer, they don't fool around. And I just love these little peanuts. Now this grosses out some people, so beware, children. You might want to close your eyes. You take a peanut and you go like this. Eat it. I do the same thing with boiled eggs, and it irritates some people. I don't know why they're bothered about it. To me, it seems like so much easier. You don't have to bother wasting time. It's all going on the same hatch anyway. But anyhow, I just love being out in the outdoors, and you guys got to try this grounding. I'm telling you, if you got high blood pressure, you got diabetes, you got all kinds of chronic stuff, it won't hurt you. It cannot possibly hurt you, and it might help you. But don't take my word for it, or do take my word for it. Yes, I'm reliable. Take my word for it. I don't know what that "don't take my word for it" stuff means. That's crap. I'm telling you, it's true. Go do a little research. Spend 5 minutes. There's all kinds of tons of good evidence that grounding your body for a few minutes a day. And I had this idea today, and I thought, what about this? Have you ever noticed? Watch this. I love twirling my finger around. Little kiddos, we call them what? Toddlers. Toddler. What's a toddler? And a toddler is this short little guy or girl, about yay high. I'm gonna kind of, about that here. I'm gonna put them at 2'6", 2'7". I don't know how tall they are. Anyway, little scooters, and they've learned to walk, and they're now independent enough to walk around without having to hold on to mom's hand or something. But they're still a little unstable on their feet. What do? Watch them over and over. Boys and girls, they'll bend right over at the waist, and either with one hand or the other, or both, touch the ground. Not for very long, maybe just a second or two. Guess what? Those babies are wearing shoes. And up until that time, maybe they were running around barefoot. Now they're compensating. This is my theory. What have I got to back it up? Nothing. But it sounds interesting to me. So anyway, so babies are grounding. And that's why babies are so vital and happy and just bouncy little living guys and girls. And I thought, I wonder if there's anything to that, but I do know it makes me feel more kind of easy and relaxed and not have to get so wound up about all the crazy duplicity. Oh, by the way, another plug for another vid. I watched the speech last night of DJT after that hokey pokey 37 felony. Oh my gosh. I just loved Donald's thing. It was about a 34-minute rebuttal in front of news people, and you could hear people booing and cheering in the background. I mean, I didn't realize what a natural leader this guy is. He's got some real charisma. He's got a backbone, and he owns a pair. And that's real rare. And by the way, he's basically honest. Yes, he's a bully. Yes, he's a megalomaniac. Everybody has their shortcomings, now don't they? But he's 1,000 times the man that fraud, the poodle, is. And the poodle belongs in federal prison. We're dead. That's my humble opinion. You can tell it's humble because I just mentioned that part. But anyway, I just watched, go back and watch that. I forgot what it's called, Just the News or something. Anyway, there's a bunch of stations that had it posted on YouTube. So get into the algorithm. Look up that latest Trump speech. And, you know, honestly, in a way, it was kind of sad, kind of beautiful. The mental picture in my mind comes to, of a snowy scene, very late in winter, or very, very late in the fall. There's already snow on the ground, and one lone rose standing up against the coming darkness. Beautiful rose, but all alone before the dark comes and the cold. That's Donald. He's a beautiful man, and I love the guy in a lot of ways. He ain't a saint and he ain't a god, but golly, he's a leader of men, and he's got a pair. And he's just a natural. I was watching him hanging around schmoozing it up with a bunch of Cubans down in Miami today. That guy can work a crowd like you can't believe. This guy is a natural, man. Anyway, the nation's falling apart. We've lost the nation. And it's just a matter of time. So these days here where I can sit in the sunshine and enjoy myself with some peanuts and beer, those are coming to an end. Christians are going to either have to be on the run or in hiding or lying about their status before the law, or all three. It's going to become open season pretty quick. Hey, FBI, here's my ex. I ain't backing down. Jesus rules. It doesn't matter what you think. He's coming. He's going to straighten your little mess out. All of it. Righteousness shall sweep away all evil. And that. Vigorous fury, singing my song. Come, Lord Jesus. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye. Go get yourself a beer. Unless you don't like beer, have a lemonade. Do something for yourself. Be good to yourself. He is. He's good to you all the time.